Have you ever slept for 8 hours and still feel that you're exhausted? Or you might have noticed that even the smaller things will irritate you a lot. Sometimes the normal conversations makes you feel heavy. Or sometimes you keep saying that I do not have the energy anymore. Then remember this is not physical tiredness, it's called emotional exhaustion. The saddest part is many people think that there is something wrong with them. But the truth is, your nervous system is completely exhausted and it is still living in the survival mode, which makes you feel that you're lazy or which makes you feel that you're physically exhausted. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 signs how emotional exhaustion looks like and how you can start your healing journey today so that you don't get overwhelmed with the emotional exhaustions in the future. Now let's understand why emotional exhaustion is a hidden pandemic in today's world. Today, most of the people go through a lot of responsibilities in their career, family, parenting, financial stress, social media comparison, and many more. Because of which, the body is always getting tired, the mind is also stressed, and your nervous system gets into an exhausted mode. So, here are few signs where you feel the emotional exhaustion. Number 1 is you're always tired even after rest. It is not because you lack sleep, it's because your brain never stops scanning for danger. For example, thinking constantly, maybe overthinking, worrying all the day, people pleasing everyone. In this mode, your nervous system is going switch on and switch off. The second sign is you get easily irritated with small things. For example, when someone asks you a question, you snap. When someone calls you, you feel so annoyed. Kids make some noise and you lose your patience. You're not becoming a bad person. Instead, your emotional battery is getting drained. Third sign is you become emotionally numb. No happiness, no sadness. You're just existing. This is called emotional shutdown. In this case, your brain is protecting you by reducing your emotional intensity. Number 4th sign is your mind feels foggy. You're unable to focus, you're not able to take decisions. You read one sentences 3 or 5 times. This isn't laziness. This is basically called the cognitive overload. And the 5th sign, which is so important, is your body starts to speak. You start getting headaches, body aches, neck pains, acidity issues, back pains, hair fall, poor sleep issues. This is where the organs in your body is showing those stress responses, where we say that emotion starts piling up in different parts of your body. But here's the good news. Emotional exhaustion is not your identity. You can recover it by working on your nervous system. So let's understand how we can recover from these emotional exhaustion. Number 1 is pause before fixing. Ask yourself, what emotion am I carrying today? Or what emotion have I been carrying from the past 1 week or 1 month? By naming the emotion, you are trying to acknowledge this. Step 2 is stop saying yes to everything. Start putting boundaries. There are things that you can control, there are things that you can't control. Obviously, the things that are under control, you can take actions on. But there are things which you can't control or which can cause you a lot of overload. It's better to start putting boundaries. The more boundaries you put, the better you can protect your energy. Step 3 is regulate your nervous system daily. You can regulate your nervous system by different techniques like deep breathing processes, prayers, going for a walk, journaling, or just sitting in silence. 4th step is start to express your emotions. You can express in a way where it is very healthy. Instead of expressing it onto others, that means yelling at others, shouting at others, you can choose a different response for it. For example, journaling about it, that is, writing about your emotions, crying it out, praying, or maybe using healing modalities to release those emotions. Number fifth step is reconnect with yourself. Ask yourself what makes you feel alive. Maybe dancing, singing, artwork, maybe connecting with the right kind of people. Or in what way would you like to live your life which can excite you, which makes you happy? And spending time in these activities, especially I prefer creative ones. If you are a creative person, especially involving these activities can help you to reconnect with your own self. Remember that you're not weak, you're not lazy, or you're not failing in life. You're simply carrying the emotional weight from many, many years. And the healing will begin the moment you stop judging your own self. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and you'll get to know more about mindset and emotional healing in the future videos. If you're someone who really want to connect with me personally, you can click on the link below, which is a form for a clarity call. You can register there and join to me or connect to me one-on-one. You can also join my webinar, which is based on how you can build your income through the skills, potentials, or talents that you have from the four walls of your house. Then click on and register for the free webinar. Keep following the videos for growth and mindset related contents.